Hey, Clavette here. Welcome back to Clavette's Corner, where I welcome you into my studio to take a look at the behind the scenes work that goes into writing my records. This week, we're going to finish up with the harmonic elements, the harmony and the melody going on in Never Stop. The pianos, the synthesizers, the keyboards, all of that good stuff producing great emotion for you in the tracks. So, without further ado, let's jump into Ableton and take a look.
Welcome back. We're in Ableton once again, and we're going to go through this mid section. That's what I describe my harmonic and melodic content as. So let's start with the piano, because that is the main part of this entire tune, and that sounds like this. So that was a handful of different layers. I think there was a couple different Nexus libraries, and then the M1 is kind of also very present in there. I didn't want it to sound completely like an M1, so that's why I layered it up, and each of them was all being processed a little differently. Certain areas of the frequency range were being highlighted in each layer, and that's the sound that came up. So as you'll see again, kind of starting off similar way, a little bit of mix and drive from RC20. I just love how these saturators, how the saturation in here sounds. Next, we go to Wave CL76. Doing a relatively fast attack, letting a decent amount of that attack through, but still controlling the overall sound. Soothe, doing its work. Just creating a more pleasing sound once it's engaged. This is a cool plugin that I was kind of trying out, CLA Unplugged. It's just to add, it looks like a little bit of reverb, a little bit of slap delay, and then it has some EQ going on in here too. C2, this is another preset, EDM side enhancer, just kind of widening the sound a little bit. Some sidechain compression and some automation. That's really it. Nothing too crazy. The other piano is a grand piano from one of the Contact libraries, played very softly to give it that kind of emotional. So filtered and played soft so that it would really kind of create this nice texture for then the larger piano to play into, and you'll kind of hear how that works. Right, very warm, very muted into a very staccato, very bright piano. Little reverse piano that kind of ties those two sections together. There's a little drone down here. It kind of helps these sections again. Love all types of reverse anything. Then the only other piano piece I have are these dubs that were kind of resampled. So this is one of the hits from, I think, this piano, this grand piano, and then thrown through some delay. So there's a phaser on there. Just giving it that really fun, swirly kind of sound. I mean, most of this song is just piano. And as you can see, we've gone through that, the piano. Then there's another kind of piano effect over here. So that's just kind of a delay, a throw essentially. I could have automated that, but I chose to print it and put it down in the arrangement in the sequencer. A tension string. Nothing crazy there. That's a sample that I have that I'll go to from time to time. I've kind of stopped using it because I think it's a little overdone. And then there's a little pad here that kind of helps in this section. So it goes from this drone. That's just playing the same chords as, it's just playing the same one as the piano in the drop, as the grand piano in the break. And then there's a little additive pad underneath that, kind of creating a very lush soundscape. And, there's not much going on in any of these. I just like picking good sounds. I find that most of my processing is done on the kick, the bass, and the drums. And then this stuff kind of just needs small moves there and there. On top of everything, there's an endless smile. So this is just some automation to space out some parts. NLS channel, again, this is on the Neve setting. There might be a little drive. Now, sometimes I'll drive this a little bit, especially in the drums. It sounds really good. Decapitator. And I'm just shaving off a little bit of the top end to make it a little warmer. I think I kind of overcooked this. It sounds nice, but I think it's a little overcooked, but that's just me. You'll be the judge. And L3LL. I don't know what the LL stands for, but this is the multi-maximizer just to, again, cut off some peaks. And really, it's just controlling that lower mid-range. And all together, we're getting a song. It's almost there. So... So thanks for joining me at Clavet's Corner once again. Next week, we're going to wrap this entire track up. We're going to go through the vocals, the effects. We're going to go through the mixing a little bit on the stereo bus, and we're going to wrap this one up. So stick along. Please follow along if you enjoyed what you've seen. Please like and comment. Tell me what you learned, if you picked up anything from my workflow. Tell me if there's something interesting about my workflow that maybe I should take a look at. But it's all good and fun, and happy producing. I hope you enjoyed this and learned something. So till next time, ciao.